Hello, Coach Michael here, creator of the 9 Stages of Infidelity, 5-star Google rated infidelity recovery specialist. How are you? If you're watching today's video, you're going through some problems in your marriage or relationship due to the communication because you are trying to rebuild trust. If that's the case, you are in the right place. I was a serial cheater for over a decade, as well as I was betrayed multiple times in past relationships, so I know how the both of you feel. I've worked with countless couples all over the world, and I continue to work with couples all over the world to not just rebuild trust, but to recreate themselves and their relationship, to rebuild trust and fall back in love. And that's not easy, to say the least. And one of the biggest problems is the current problem, which is the communication. And what continues to happen with the both of you is you continue to have discussions that aren't resolved. Think of all of the issues, all of the topics of conversation that continue to pop up that you guys talk about but don't resolve. Think of all of those as weeds in this garden. And you guys want to pull those weeds out. But you don't. What you do is you tug at them a bit and then you move on to the next one. And how you do that is you talk about your issue or whatever the topic is, whatever the problem is, you talk about it. And it could be something that happened in the past. Oh yeah, well what about when that happened? Oh, I already told you this, and that. Yeah, but you never said this. And then they go, oh, well, what about this then? Oh, well, this is then this. And then you guys move on to something else. So you never resolve an issue. You guys talk about it and then you move on to the next one, leaving all of those weeds in the garden. And what's happening is you both are listening to not listen to understand. You're not listening to gain insight. You're listening to see if you agree or you don't agree. You're listening to prove your point. You're listening to get their validation. You're listening for lies. You're listening for reasons not to believe their story. You're listening for reasons not to trust. You're listening for perhaps only what you want to hear. These are all automatic negative listening styles that I teach to my couples in my coaching program, Thriving Beyond Infidelity. Book a consultation with the information below. When you listen for only what you want to hear, you remove listening to understand your partner. You remove the process of working together in communication to resolve matters. You no longer listen to understand them. You no longer listen to resolve. No, you're listening for them to say something that will help you prove your point or help you prove they are wrong and you are right, or that they are not telling the truth. And so the longer that continues to happen in your conversations, in your discussions, then you're both not going to understand each other, which is required, understanding each other. And what understanding means is not, I understand what you're telling me. It's understanding that I believe what you're telling me. Understanding. Let me understand that. Let me get that. Let me grasp that. Let me learn more about that until I comprehend that. Not with my own agenda. Let me just listen to gain insight, to understand, and let go of my own need to prove my point. When you both begin to stop your own interpretations and stop your own patterns, emotional, psychological, communicative, and you begin to train yourself to be different, then how you show up is different. Your relationship is different, meaning the way you relate is different. One thing I want you to understand is that it's not about just learning and applying new techniques. It's about adopting the identity with it as well. You are required to become a person that communicates with compassion, empathy, understanding, even in moments of stress, even when you are triggered. You don't do that just by accident. You don't just decide that one day and then it's so easy. No, you train yourself to. And this is something that I teach to my students, my clients, the people I work with all over the world, creating the structure of what true, real, actual change is like. You see, there is an internal system that is your nervous system and your subconscious mind that is responsible for your behaviors. And if you do not train yourself, you do not train that internal system, which is your identity, to change, you're only performing. You're only trying to change. You're only trying not to be your old self. You're only trying not to repeat old patterns. And so the only way to rebuild trust is to make sure that what broke it the first time does not break it again. And so making sure means that you do what's required to change. Not just on the outside, meaning you don't take the easy way out. Not that there is an easy way out to rebuilding trust, but what the easy way out is, let's just take some vacations, let's just ignore the problems and try to leave it in the past. That never works. And so join the Rebuild the Trust community. It's a free community in the school communities. I'll leave the information below. Take the 9 Stages course and join the online community. The 9 Stages method is where you learn to discover your core issues of infidelity and cure them at the source. And as well as I'll leave the link to book a consultation with me if you would like to work with me. I hope this video helps. If you have not already, subscribe, like the video. See you in the next one.